Hey guys, welcome back to Stuff and Things for your daily dose of nerd news. On today's episode, we get a live report from the front lines in the Consol War where a new shot has been fired. And apparently the UK, long known for being a bunch of randy buggers, are having less sex? What? So first up, we really hope everyone is doing okay out there, fighting in the trenches in the latest Consol War. Plenty of people are claiming a victor already, many shots have been fired, but we know, this is gonna be a long one. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, then you are not a gamer, and you should leave. Just kidding. The newest generation consoles have launched, the PS4 and the X-Bone, as the internet is calling it, and fanboys from each system are clamoring to say that their system is the greatest. Kind of a pointless debate, but still, it's good for traffic. Well, some analysts have released some reports on the actual cost of the systems, what they think it's actually costing both Microsoft and Sony to produce each console, manufacturing costs, component costs, and it turns out that each one is actually just pure components and manufacturing are both coming out a little bit ahead. Microsoft apparently is making a $28 profit on their X-Bones, and Sony is up only about $18. Of course, these are completely useless numbers because there's plenty of other factors. There's $500 for that X-Bone, but apparently they're only making $28 on it. But then there's whatever the actual retailer is taking of it, plus all the R&D that went into developing the system, plus all the ridiculous marketing campaigns that they've done. You know much freaking marketing? It's ridiculous. It's almost like, do you need to market this? Like a little bit, sure, but like a little bit? I don't know. And really the reason why this is a completely pointless debate is because this is not how they make their money. Consoles make money by putting them in your home and then you buy games for them. It's not like computer gaming where, sure, sellers do get some sort of cut. For the console, you're locked into working with Microsoft or Sony, so they can charge their $15 to $20 licensing fee on every single game sold. It's quite profitable in the long run, that's why they're perfectly fine with having this whole loss leader, as they say. They will definitely make it up in the long run. Hopefully. If the console doesn't bomb. And moving along, according to a per-decade poll in the UK, people are having a lot less sex over there, about 20% or so, according to my terrible math. This is going back 20 years. They did some surveys back in 90 and 91, and then they did some in the 2000s, and now they're doing it now. And of course, they gotta blame everything on technology. It's all the modern tech's fault. It's all our smartphones, our tablets, and our porn everywhere, because you can get porn and everything. Like, that's it. It's porn. It's porn. It's ruined everything. The specific ages that noticed the trend were the 16 to 44 range, pretty broad. But back in the 90s, men and women had sex an average of 6.4 and 6.1 respectively, sex times per month. And then for the recent study, which was 2010 to 2012, those numbers dropped again, men and women respectively, 4.9 and 4.8 times per month. The surveys, along with just the number of times people are having sex, did cover pretty much everything to do with sex, so some interesting trends popped up. Like apparently in the UK, 1 out of every 6 pregnancies are unplanned. The blame on this is put towards people not even having, access to appropriate things, not even to education, to any sort of good contraceptive methods. But there's some good news also pointed out as well that people are apparently getting more accepting of any sort of gay couples and less accepting of cheating spouses. And probably the most unsettling part of these survey results, apparently 1 in 10 women have experienced some sort of forced sexual encounters. Which is, of course, 1 in 10 more than ever should happen, whereas men apparently were reported 1 in 70. I know there's always a joke about why would a man ever be raped, but it does happen. And sadly, per our culture, a lot of those people did not even report. Only apparently about 13% of women actually reported any sort of bad stuff that was going on, so of course that's a ton of unreported. 1 in 10 is probably a lot higher than it actually seems to be. So to recap, apparently everyone's having a lot less sex, but a lot of people are getting raped, and nobody's talking about it. That's great. These are just some crappy results. People just, get off your cell phones, go outside, meet a friendly person, ask them to have sex, and then see how it goes, That just needs to happen more often. Come on, people, get out there. That's going to be it for me today, guys, and what I'd love to know from you is your opinion on the Consol War. What console are you going to be picking up, or if you already have or not? Me, personally, I do favor the Sony in most things, but, go with your fancy Xbox and your creepy Kinect thing that watches everything you do and tells the NSA about it. Let me know in the comments down below if you like being spied on Big Brother. And of course, if you like what you've seen, do not forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons where I'm going to happen to be, and we'll check you in the next video.